And as we continue with a non-stop coverage of CBI for SSR. CBI for SSR yesterday was a demand, today it's a reality. Supreme Court has said CBI will investigate. There's a twist. The Maharashtra Home Minister who spoke a few minutes back says, quoting selectively from the Supreme Court order, that there can be a parallel investigation, which the Supreme Court, by the way, said can't happen. But here's what the state claims, and then we have a panel of lawyers. We'll go across and ask them what happens next.
कि जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो सुशांत सिंह के केस के बारे में जो निर्णय आया है उसका हम स्वागत करते हैं। जो भी सीबीआई को सहकार्य लगेगा वो पूरा सहकार्य, पूरा कॉपरेशन राज्य शासन देगी। उसी प्रकार जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट में जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है उसमें साफ साफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने लिखा है कि मुंबई पुलिस ने जो सुशांत सिंह के केस का जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया उसमें बड़े प्रोफेशनली किया, कोई भी दोष वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन में नहीं है। बहुत ही सही तरीके से मुंबई पुलिस ने इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया। इस प्रकार का साफ जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जजमेंट दिया उसमें उन्होंने लिखा है। उसी प्रकार आप सभी को बताया कि परम पूज्य डॉक्टर बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर, इनका जो संविधान है उसमें फेडरल स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में जो कॉन्सेप्ट है या संघ राज्य के बारे में जो कॉन्सेप्ट है उसके बारे में जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एक्सपर्ट है या बड़े बड़े जो थिंकर्स है उन्होंने इसके बारे में आगे चल के विचार मंथन करने की जरूरत है, ऐसा भी मैं समझता हूँ।
एक पैरेलल इन्वेस्टिगेशन मुंबई पुलिस ने बोला है कि वो कंडक्ट करेंगे। 174 में उनका जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो कंटिन्यू करेंगे। जैसे
देखिए जजमेंट में जो जजमेंट ने जजमेंट में जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो जजमेंट दिया है उसमें कुछ प्यारा 34 या इसमें कुछ उसमें उल्लेख किया है, वो हिसाब से राज्य शासन सोचेगी।
Going across straight to Swapnil Kothari, KK Manan, Aniket Nikam, three leading advocates, and Payal Rohatgi, who's an actress, joining us live from Ahmedabad. But first up, I want to go across to Mr. Manan. Mr. Manan, I don't know whether you heard what the Mumbai police has been saying in the last few minutes, but I'd just like to quickly quote what they have said, because we found it a little hard to believe, because even a novice will, if you go through the order, understand what the Supreme Court has tried to say and what the interpretation has been by the Maharashtra government. Let me tell you, sir, first what the Maharashtra government says. They have cited one paragraph where the court has said there is a possibility of a parallel investigation by the Mumbai police which cannot be ruled out. The issue becomes relevant only if another FIR is registered, and they talk about why that is another need why the CBI should be handed over the case. Now, what the Supreme Court actually said is, in event of a new case being registered, it's appropriate even if that case is investigated by the same agency. Now, that's what the Supreme Court said, but the Maharashtra government is giving it this spin this evening. I want your views on that. Mr. Manan.
You see, the question is very simple. What is the order? Order is to transfer the investigation from Patna, that FIR, to the CBI, as well as the investigation of Bombay police in the case of Sushant Singh Rajput, transferred to the CBI. So far as parallel investigation is concerned, it can't be. What is the purpose to transfer the case or the investigation to the CBI if the parallel investigation has to go? I don't think that parallel investigation will have to go, because they were investigating the matter, not. In fact, they were inquiring the matter under section 174 CRPC. They did not register the case till today. Even if they register a case today, then that case also will be transferred to the CBI automatically, or the family or somebody will, or the suo moto, even the Honorable Supreme Court can transfer that FIR to the CBI, because the Supreme Court, CBI, the Supreme Investigating Agency, and the victim's family is interested to get this case investigated through CBI. I mean, a very simple thing. So whatever the Maharashtra government or the minister or anybody says, that is not the correct position of the law. Law is very clear, verdict is very clear that the case of Sushant Singh Rajput, along with whatever the connected evidence, connected documents, or even Disha's case, if the investigation required that they should have to, they will register the case separately, or with this case, Disha's death can be inquired into, investigated. So it's very simple, no need to discuss further on this issue. So far as Maharashtra is concerned, I am clear, law is clear, Supreme Court has crystal clear said, given in the judgment, whatever they are talking, they are unnecessary.
But they seem to be on the back foot.
Unnecessary.
Mr. Manan.
Nothing.
Mr. Manan, they seem to be on the back foot. I want to take that question to Swapnil Kothari.
They are on a back,
you heard what the Maharashtra Home Minister said, that there is no... I'll tell you, the words were, the Supreme Court has not said anything adverse about our investigation. Saying the Supreme Court has not found any faults with the Maharashtra government or the Mumbai police investigation. I mean, we'll play out graphics of what the order of the Supreme Court cited this morning. If I'm not wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, they mentioned obstructionism of the Mumbai police. You were part of the coverage this morning. Why don't you tell our viewers about the verdict and why this victory? Why they're trying to undermine this victory of the people? Swapnil, and we'll play out the graphics of what the Supreme Court said.
Exactly. Well, Niranjan, what has happened in this case is that the Maharashtra government and the Mumbai police have lost it very badly. The 35-page judgment is very clear in some aspects, where it is clearly pointing out that there has to be a free, fair investigation, which indirectly suggests that the investigation so far was not proper. There was, in fact, no investigation at all. Only it was an inquiry, and it was not going up the right direction. So the court has clearly pointed out that that's why there is a need for the CBI. That's how they said that. The reference to the parallel investigation in the case is only to the point where they are in fact mentioning also that if there is a separate case, it has to be still investigated by the CBI. So nowhere has it mentioned, even obliquely or otherwise, that there has to be a Mumbai police parallel investigation. There is no question at all, because otherwise what is the point? If I'm going to, what is the meaning of Mumbai police to cooperate? That means CBI will call the shots and Mumbai police will have to cooperate wherever necessary. So there is no iota of doubt here. The language, the body language of Mr. Deshmukh, Mr. Raut was very clear that they were trying to put a spin on these things. And in this event, if they try to do a parallel investigation, I would suggest that the lawyers for the CBI, that is for the Union Government of India, Union of India, they need to go to the Supreme Court seeking a bit of a clarification there within a day or two, get that clarification so that this matter is completely put at rest. Otherwise, the Mumbai police will start creating, poking holes. In fact, there is a contempt of court by the Mumbai police if it does these kind of things, and the Maharashtra government. So instead of getting into that trajectory, just get a clarification if these people do not cooperate.
I want to go across to Payal as well, and Swapnil, stay with me. I just want to take responses from everywhere, and then I'll play out the story of what really happened and why Supreme Court has pointed out at the act of the Maharashtra government and the Mumbai police to obstruct an officer who came from Bihar, an IPS rank officer. Let me also go across to Aniket. Aniket, I'll come to you first. What do you make of the manner in which the Maharashtra government is now responding? And just before you respond, on this channel and on this show, and we have been talking about on Republic TV the different cover-ups and the different reasons why, and it's playing at the bottom of our screens, the different reasons why the Mumbai police investigation has been under lens and why Parambir Singh as the Mumbai police commissioner must quit. But the handling of the Mumbai police, when even after Supreme Court has raised it, made a mention of it, if the government is still saying that they will continue a parallel investigation, what do you make of it? Aniket?
See, there cannot be any parallel investigation after this judgment that was passed in the morning today. And we need not even seek any clarification from the Supreme Court because it's a self-speaking order. If we see page 30 of this order.
But
And I'll
Aniket, the
just
Mumbai
read
Police
3 lines
Commissioner
from
is saying it. He's saying it to the reporters off
that's
record.
completely, so that's why through your channel, let me address to all your viewers that page 30 of the Supreme Court judgment reads this, and I'll quote, and I'll say this: therefore, it would be appropriate to decide at this stage itself as to who should conduct the investigation on all the attending circumstances relating to the death of actor Sushant Singh Rajput. After saying that, the Supreme Court in its concluding paragraph says that we are exercising our inherent jurisdiction under Article 142 of the Constitution of India and handing over this investigation to CBI. And in the event the Mumbai police reaches to the stage of taking cognizance of any information that they have received and register an FIR, it would be in the fitness of things that this investigation should also be handed over to the CBI. So there is a complete closure from any investigation that Mumbai police can do henceforth in respect of this case, because the Supreme Court was very clear and categorical. And let me also tell you, in this very judgment, the Supreme Court says that Mumbai police never registered any FIR. And therefore, there was no investigation that was ever commenced by the Mumbai police as understood under section 154 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. And therefore, it is premature to say that there is a parallel investigation being conducted by Mumbai police as against the investigation that is being done by the Bihar police. So when this judgment was passed, there is no question of parallel investigation, number one. Number two, in the event Mumbai police wants to conduct a parallel investigation, they are restrained by this judgment of the Supreme Court, which is very clear, wherein the Supreme Court in page 30 decides and puts all the controversy to rest by saying that there has to be one investigating agency, which is the CBI, and CBI alone who can investigate this offense because of all the attending circumstances that are there in this case. Apart from this, let me also tell you that Supreme Court has used several glaring words in this entire judgment. Supreme Court has used words like public confidence, credibility of investigation, public outcry. And therefore, what Supreme Court means by this is that in any investigation, in order to instill the faith of the common man in the investigation, it is very important that it should be impartial, fair, and unbiased. And because this investigation or inquiry that was happening in Mumbai was not inspiring the confidence of people in general, because police officers from Bihar were being obstructed while they were in Mumbai, it created an atmosphere and unrest. And therefore, perhaps the reason why this is a case which requires CBI to step in.
Okay, taking one more from Payal. Payal, 6 million people have responded to the campaign. 6 million people. The phones have been, if I just show you the Republic WhatsApp number, people continue to dial. People are continuing to call, send in their messages in the video. 6 million people. 3.2 million tweets, nearly 1 million WhatsApp messages and missed calls. 1.5 million people have signed a petition. And it's what we call here at Republic TV the People's Charter. And one of the biggest public movements, let me tell you, Payal, one of the biggest public movements, and you've also been a part of it. Do you think there are lessons to take away from this, this movement going forward?
Yes, I just think that obviously the people's movement has created among Indians regarding the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, the unnatural death of Sushant Singh Rajput. Now, I am a computer engineer. I worked in Bollywood. I'm not a lawyer, but I am also trying to understand the legal aspects, because legal aspects are something that a normal Indian citizen does not know. So I try to understand why Mumbai police is going on and on with the CRPC section 174 for such a long period of time, that is 60 days. I tried to understand that they should have made a closure that Sushant Singh Rajput's unnatural death was either a suicide or required criminal investigation. For criminal investigation, they needed to file an FIR. I am just trying to understand, because this panel consists of all esteemed lawyers. I am not a lawyer, but somebody on a television debate channel rebuked me who was from Mumbai police, saying that my information is wrong. But I'm just trying to understand that if an FIR has not been filed, all the 56 statements taken by the people, taken off the people from Bollywood, is of no consequence, as they don't have any legal validity in the court. So that is why an FIR was important. Now, Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh ji, I don't know why he's trying to mislead this whole campaign by saying, obviously, that a parallel investigation is going to be done by Mumbai police. Why are they just bringing ego into this? Why are they not just saying that we are going to cooperate with the CBI? Let the CBI be above you. It's okay. It's an independent organization. Why are you not wanting the CBI to take over? So this is wrong information being spread, because I have also got the 35-page verdict on the WhatsApp. I have not read it, but trying to understand from what the lawyers have said prior to my talking, I presume that they are trying to mislead the audience again because of the political situation in Maharashtra, which is completely unethical and wrong on a lot of levels. Because the Supreme Court has said that even if any other FIR gets filed, it will be handled by the CBI.
Yeah.
Then why Mumbai police should continue with a parallel investigation?
No, if this wasn't an indictment of the Mumbai police investigation, then I don't know what the Mumbai police will continue to investigate. Mr. Manan, Aniket, Swapnil, and Payal, thank you for joining us on Republic TV. Really appreciate you joining us. I've completely run out of time. We'll look forward to speaking to you at 9 p.m. Okay, Swapnil, last word. Okay, quickly, I have to take a break. Quickly, take a break. Jaldi, 30 seconds. I have 30 seconds.
There is no need for a clarification, but if the Mumbai police
create hurdles and log jams, then it is better to go that route. Otherwise, you will keep arguing with the Mumbai police on this, that, look, I have jurisdiction, this is my interpretation. They'll say, no, this is my interpretation. So we don't want any further delay to avoid that, because the law is very clear. There is the order is
Mr. Manan wants to say something. Okay, Mr. Manan, I have to take a break. Quickly, Mr. Manan, last word. 30 seconds, sir. Quickly.
Nothing false. Totally contemptuous statement of the Home Minister, and he should have not passed such type of remarks or passed the comments on the judgment.
It's only getting worse.
I'm sorry to say that false statement.
Why are they continuing to stall the CBI investigation? I don't know. Okay, Aniket, you want to make a point? I have only 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds, not more than that. I've been told that I'm overshooting my time.
The judgment speaks for itself. If the Mumbai police wants to conduct a parallel investigation, they are in clear contempt, and they need not. They should not. No. So there is no. See, they are experienced people. They will be advised.
Three lawyers. Okay, three lawyers on the show. Aniket, run out of time. Three lawyers on the show believe that the Maharashtra government jumped the gun. Selective interpretation. Story is getting very interesting, because after the People's Campaign is won, if the Maharashtra government still, after Supreme Court verdict, wants to block a CBI probe, we don't know what's happening. Taking a short break. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.